Okay, so the State of the Union address is tonight, and I'd like to make some recommendations to our president. And I'd like to start it out by telling a joke that I remember from maybe 35, 40 years ago that I had heard on a Bill Cosby record back in the day when he would talk about him and his buddies playing football in the streets, or the ghetto as he would like to call it, in Philadelphia. And I'm paraphrasing some words here, but hope that I think you'll get the gist real quick. So they're playing football, and there's three guys on the team, and Bill Cosby huddles with him, and he gets down on the ground and starts pointing and says, okay, to the first guy, okay, you, see that next sign there? It says 4th Street. Go past 4th Street, go past 5th Street, go past 6th Street, take a right on 7th Street, go 2 blocks up, take a left on 39th Avenue, turn around, I'll find you there. Goes to the second guy. He says, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to go over to the side over there, take the crosstown bus, take it over to this area, then get off, transfer, then take the uptown bus and get off at the Liberty Bell, look for me, I'll throw it to you then. And the last guy, let's just say the last guy's name was Barry. Barry says, well, what about me? Bill Cosby looks at him and he says, oh, Barry, you go long. So that's what I'm going to say to our president tonight, Barry, you go long. So it doesn't make any difference. We know what's going on the other side, so go along on everything. You know, go right into the immigration thing. Talk about immigration. Tell them how you will not concede 1 inch on the immigration thing. Tell them if they want to do immigration reform, it has to be comprehensive immigration reform, that you'll veto anything that starts out with just with the borders. It has to be comprehensive immigration. If they have guts, then they'll find a way to get an immigration bill to you. But you will not. You will veto any immigration bill that just starts with the border. It has to be comprehensive immigration. It has to start. It has to start now. And when it comes to climate change, hey Barry, go along. Just say, hey look, there's a good chance, there's a great chance, there's a better than a good chance, there's an unbelievable chance that there's no way that the next president of the United States will ever get elected if that person does not believe that climate change is real. And that you are prepared to do every single possible thing that you need to do from an executive level to promote the fact that we need to address climate change. We need to address it yesterday. And that you will work with Congress in any way if they want to do anything to help climate change. But there will not be a president on the Republican side that is going to run that does not believe that climate change is real. And you'll make sure of that. So what else can they talk about? So let's go back to the minimum wage. Instead of making the minimum wage $9 an hour, $10 an hour, make it what it would be when Billy O'Reilly was a teenager, 16 years old, in 1965, 1966. Whatever that would be prorated to. My understanding was that at that particular time, $1.15, $1.25, $1.40 an hour, whatever it was at that time, would equate to something close to $12 or $13 an hour. I say, Barry, go along. Say that this is the minimum that our children deserve. This allows what happened to kids that I knew, who could actually have a car with insurance and go to the community college and pay for college and go and work. They could do all of that. That can't be done now. That cannot be done now because you just can't make enough working part-time to go to school. No way, shape, or form. So again, Barry, go on. Back to the education. Make the education for the first 2 years. Find out, not only do that, so that you want to make that education free for everyone who goes to community college, but you want to increase Pell Grants. You want to dramatically increase Pell Grants. You want to make Pell Grants available for women who want to take engineering degrees or something like that, something good. And then let's go back to something that's really, really necessary, which is gun reform. Just say, you will do anything to promote any type of gun reform. Look what's happened with cars. We used to be killing 50,000 or more people a year in cars, accidentals. That's gone down dramatically. Why has it gone down? We've initiated all kinds of reforms, all kinds of things that save people's lives. Why can't we do that with guns? Why do we have the same type of gun? Matter of fact, gun laws have become more I don't know what's a good term, admissible, more lenient in terms of guns being available to people who shouldn't really have guns. I mean, go long. I mean, guns are a scourge here in the United States. How many deaths have occurred by gun violence? Let's take those 12 out in France. How many in France? How many in England? How many in Germany combined? All the Scandinavian countries combined, Spain, Italy, all of them combined don't even remotely come close to what happens in the United States in terms of guns. What happened today? There were two things. One, a guy was showing off his gun and shot his daughter. I think that happened over the weekend. And a 5-year-old boy shot his 9-month-old sibling. Yeah. That's real responsible gun ownership. That's why we need to have gun control. And when it comes to tax reform, I'm all for this. Okay, that tax on the fast track. That tax on fast trades that people do. Yeah, we should be doing that. We should have done that years ago. That's why I believe the Europeans do that. I would also add in that we should increase the gas tax. We need to do that right away also. Because something happened today in Cincinnati, I don't know what the extent of it was, and tax reform has to be comprehensive all the way around. So we need to do these things. We need to do these things fast. We need to have a president that's willing to take on those special interests. And Barry, you got nothing left to lose. You got nothing left to lose. This is the time, as Bill Cosby would say, to go long.